This is Perfect Harvest MLP Studios.
Hello everypony, hope you're well. I have just come back from holiday in Rome and I have received this parcel from Amazon, and it is the Mini World Magic collection. I can't remember the exact title, but that's basically the gist of it. So yeah, this has, to my knowledge, all the Mini World Magic figures that you could possibly get at this time. So yeah, let's have a look at the box first. It should be the top, it's actually the back of the box. But what I really like is that it's got lots of different parts of Pony's cutie marks. So there's a little bit of Zip's cutie mark with the lightning bolt, there's a bit of Pip's cutie mark with the crown, there's one of Hitch's with the horseshoe, there's lots of random wings and music notes placed everywhere, and hearts and rainbows. So yeah, I really like that design. The front of the box, but would usually be thought to be the back of the box, is just war and peace of safety warnings and that. Warning, red alert, red alert, red alert, red alert. Hasbro, buy our toys! These are apparently Toy Animal. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up, lads. If we hadn't already worked out by the name My Little Pony that these are toy animals already. So the box opens up comme ça, and it's really nicely decorated at the top. I've only just noticed that. I didn't notice that when I first opened it earlier. But that is a really nice design. And we have, first off, this pamphlet, which I'll open up. Top left corner of the pamphlet, it's got the My Little Pony logo with Mini World Magic logo underneath. And just to the right of that, it's got pictures of some of the bigger Mini World Magic sets you can get, like the Zephyr Heights one and the Crystal Bright House one. I won't go through all the names of the ponies because that will spoil the video really, but they're divided up into their three respective regions effectively. So we've got the unicorns in Bridalwood, the Pegasi in Zephyr Heights, and finally, of course, the Earth ponies in Maritime Bay. The other side of the pamphlet I really like because it is an actual map of modern day Equestria, including the Crystal Bright House up at the back there with Maritime Bay in front of it. Over here, this darker bit is Bridalwood, and all the way on the right we have Zephyr Heights, and I really like that. That is a really cool feature to put into this set. So just to explain that each of these ponies is actually individually wrapped in like tissue paper, which I think is a really nice feature. It keeps the ponies safe in their individual little compartments in here. So let's just stop faffing around, and if I remember correctly, yes, the first one is Alicorn Sunny. Just cleared the decks a bit so we can all get a better view of Sunny. So she is her usual orange colour with her purpley pink and gold mane and tail, and I say gold because she is an alicorn here. And this Sunny, if you can see it on this background, she's slightly translucent and pearlescent. And I think that really suits her in this alicorn form. This is a really, really nice little figure. And she is so accurate as well. I do really like that. So yeah, there's Sunny. Our next pony is Goldie Fortune. So Goldie is, I thought she was in the Izumumbo mold, but then I looked closer and she's got her hair in braids down one side. And Izzy's hair is a lot more fuller than this. But anyway, Goldie is a yellowy orange colour, and she's a unicorn, and she has reddy brown hair. She kind of looks a little bit like a G5 Sunset Shimmer in a way. I really like her design. I'm not really sure where her character fits in to Make Your Mark or just G5 in general, but I do like the figure. And our next pony is Izzy. The one that I've got, which came in the keychain set, is seated. She's in a little sitting pose, whereas this Izzy, she's walking and she has her front left hoof slightly raised. But otherwise, she's a pretty bog standard Izzy. I love the way that they've done her mane. It looks slightly more full than the seated version does. But yeah, there's Izzy. Next up, who remembers everyone's favourite character from G5? Safety Warning. No? Nobody remembers them? Oh dear. Sorry, safety warning, but I think people have forgotten your famous catchy song, Don't Do Dangerous Things, in favour of things like Danger Danger and Fit Right In. So, yeah, sorry about that, mate. Our next pony is Sunny Star Scout. Now, she is a lot brighter than the Alicorn Sunny because she is opaque, she's not see-through, and she is a very, very bright, vibrant orange with her purpley pink mane and tail. Her front right hoof is slightly raised, and one detail that I've just noticed, which I absolutely adore, I don't know if you can see that, she's even got her little satchel around her neck. That's attention to detail that Hasbro don't usually give to things like that. That is lovely. But otherwise, apart from that, she's got the same oh, sorry, love. Where are you? There you are. She's got the same colour eyes, and her hair is braided down the right side, and her cutie marks there. Yeah, I really like the fact that she's got that satchel. I think that makes this figure. Next pony in this pony parade is everybody's second favourite antagonist, Posy Bloom. So Posy here is unusual because she hasn't really got a ponytail like she's depicted in Tell Your Tale and Make Your Mark, but she's got the similar sort of hairstyle as Pip. I think they've used a Pip mould but taken off the wings, but that's absolutely fine because she still looks the part. She is a very vibrant, almost banana yellow with a dark magenta mane and tail. She's got the same colours as Fluttershy but more saturated almost. First pony on the second line down, and I should explain that there are 4 rows in this box. But anyway, the first pony on the next row is this unicorn. Now, I'm imagining that because this one doesn't have eyelashes, it's male, and this is Velour Valentine. They have a very, very dark purple body with light pink, almost salmon pink mane and tail. This actually looks like one of my friend's OCs, actually. Moondust Twinkle, if you're watching, is this you? Next pony on the list is Alphabeetle. He's really show accurate as well. They've got his unicorn horn in the right place and his hairstyle. They've even got his little beard on his chin as well. And his hair and beard and tail are white. And I think, yeah, he's pink, isn't he? Yeah. And he's got his dark cutie mark on his right side. Yeah, he's looking really good. It's a shame that this is the only figure that we really have of him, I think. So, yeah. Next out of the box is Shuttersnap. Now, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, she was one of the journalist ponies from A New Generation. And she is in the Pip Petals mould. It suits the figure and because of the character. She has her front right hoof slightly raised and she's in a walking pose. She's got sort of a light, very, very light greenish body and sort of a slightly darker but light green mane and tail. And I think she's got a purpley gradient on her wings as well. But there's Shuttersnap. Next up is another Pip Petals mould, and that is Dazzle Feather. So she was the newsreader pony. She's got a purple body with an orangey red mane and tail, and she is again in the Pip Petals mould. They seem to have disguised the moulding of Pip's crown a little bit better on this figure than they did on Shuttersnap, so it's slightly less obvious that it's not actually Pip. But apart from that, yeah, that's a nice figure. Next out of the mob is Sweets Pop. Now, I'm going to say that this is a colt or stallion, again, because they don't have eyelashes, and the fact that this is clearly in the, is it the hitch mould or the sprout mould? I can't tell. What's really interesting about this figure is that I couldn't find him on MLP merch at first, but then I realised that the photo that they have for this figure on MLP merch has a slightly different hair mould. So did they change it at the last minute? I'm really not sure. He has a dark orange mane and tail and a light blue body, and all 4 of his hooves are flat on the ground. Next up is one of Pip's friends from Main Melody, and that is Jazz Hooves. Now, this one is in the same sort of mould as a similar mould to the Izzy one and to Goldie Fortune, but minus the horn. And I really like that they've made these a little bit more individual, and obviously it does look like the character that it's supposed to be, which I really like. But anyway, she has a very dark purple gradient, which comes into the really dark magenta mane and tail. Yeah, I really like that figure, that's nice. Next pony out of the box, and the first pony on the third line down is this pony, and I'm not really sure whether they're male or female, but because they haven't got eyelashes, I'm going to say that it's a stallion or colt. So this is Watermelon Shimmer. Now it looks like he's got sort of similar colours to Apple Split from G4, sort of like a bluey, and he is a unicorn. And let me just have a feel. Yeah, all his legs are flat on the floor, so none of his hooves are raised. But yeah, I'm not sure where I've seen him, or if I have seen him at all in any of G5, but maybe I've just missed him in the background somewhere. Next up is Sherbet Sunset. Now, unusually with a name like Sherbet Sunset, you'd have thought she would have been yellow, like lemon sherbet. But no, she has a white body with white ears and a white horn, and a really, really dark purple mane and tail with some really nice gradients in it. And also, she is in the same mould as Goldie Fortune, who we saw earlier. Next up, and coming in fast, is Zip. And yeah, they've really captured her character really well. She is in a slight walking pose with her front right hoof slightly raised, but not too much. And you know, we all know what Zip looks like. She's got the white body with the purpley pink gradient in her mane and tail, and she's got that really dark, vibrant purple on the tips of her wings as well. But they've really captured her in this tiny little form. I'm absolutely loving these figures. And after Zip, we have her mum, Queen Haven. Now, the body sculpt on this is pretty much the same as Pip, with her front right hoof raised in a slight walking pose. But apart from that, that's where the similarities stop, because around her neck, she has her signature necklace and sort of ruffles on her little jacket that she wears. And then her hair is moulded perfectly, and she's even got her tiara or her crown, or I'm going to say crown for the benefit of the doubt. And all the colours are right. She is really, really cool. I'm really liking the look of her. She's out of the Queen Haven figures that I've seen. The Mini World Magic ones are probably the most show accurate that we're going to get at this point. Here to save the day is Sheriff Hitch, and he's looking really good as well. All four of his hooves are flat on the ground. He's yellow. They don't seem to have put the little white stripe down the bridge of his nose, which is a shame. That seems to be absent of a lot of toys and merch that's of Hitch. Tealy bluey coloured mane and tail. Yeah, not a lot to say. I think for some reason, probably because at the time these were released, I didn't have many Hitch figures, but yeah, Hitch was one of the ones that I really, really wanted out of the Mini World Magic sets. So I'm glad I've got him. He's angry, alright. It's Deputy Sprout. And this was another one of the ones that I really, really wanted out of the Mini World Magic sets. He's only my second figure of Sprout that I have. Or actually, I think that exists, really. And he is in the same mould as Hitch, obviously, because that's one of the only stallion moulds that we're going to get. And all four of his hooves are on the ground. He's got his Goldie coloured mane and tail and a dark red body. But yeah, he's really cool. I really like him. First pony on the last line in the box, Isla Breeze, and she is in the same unicorn mould as Goldie Fortune and Sherbet Sunset, with this name like Isla. I think it's quite interesting that G5 has decided to incorporate more standard names like you would expect to hear in this world, like Izzy, possibly Hitch, Sunny, Isla. Yeah, I really like that. And also Pip, I guess. She's got sort of, I'm not really sure what colour that is. I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's sort of like a very, very, very dark violet colour. And she has, that's almost like a teal coloured body. Next pony on the last line is Zoom Zephyrwing. Now, he was one of the guard ponies, I think. And he is a light blue body with dark blue mane and tail. And he is in the zip mould with his front right hoof raised. But apart from that, that's quite an accurate figure because a lot of the Pegasi just had this mould anyway, so yeah. Glowing up, find their love, you say hi, we say what? It's Pip, everybody. I think it's a bit of a cheapskate for Hasbro to mould in her crown on the top of her forehead and not paint it in. I understand how small these figures are, but if they can manage to print the cutie marks on alright, then surely just a little bit of paint at the top on one of the characters who actually wears a crown, just paint it on. But anyway, that's Hasbro for you, cheapskates. But yes, this is Pip, so we all know what she looks like. She's got her dark purple mane and tail with the cerulean pink body and her white fluffy wings. So yeah, it's Pip. Penultimate pony out of the box is Thunderflap. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't he one of the ponies that sings with Pip and Jazz Hooves at Main Melody? I can't remember. But he is in the zip mould, and he has a slight sort of light bluish gradient on the ends of his wings. He has a sort of a burnt yellowy coloured body with a sort of a almost dark sort of salmony pinky reddy coloured mane and tail. And finally, the last pony out of the box is Jellyvine. Now, again, this is one of those characters that I do not recall at all seeing in any of the films or any of the series, but he's almost got the same colours as Berry Shine from G4. Very, very dark blue body with a dark purple mane and tail. Maybe with a name like Jellyvine, maybe he is a relative, a descendant of Berry Shine. I don't know. But anyway, that's the whole set. Oh, well, that was a lot of ponies. I think there was 22 in total. But yeah, I know you do get a lot of repetitive moulds and that, but they are really, really worth it. And I think Hasbro just puts out that little bit of extra effort that they didn't really do with the blind bag figures to make sure that these are really, really individual and each one is unique in their own way. If you do see this set on Amazon, I definitely recommend you buy it if this is the sort of thing that you're into with collecting MLP. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a like and leave it a little cheeky comment if you feel like it, and subscribe for more videos if you haven't already, and I will see you what was that? I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you very soon. Cheers guys, take care.
Imagine if the box fell over and created a film.
Description on the box says toy animal. Yeah, thanks for that clear. Hasty description next to this says toy animal. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up, lads. If we didn't really all... Why can't I say that? What's funny is whenever I do that Hasbro Bio Toys thing, because I'm filming, and my dad always says, "What are you doing, George?" And I say, "Filming," and then he goes, "Oh, all right." But yeah, probably need to stop there now. But she'll focus. No. Who remembers our every? Why can't I talk? Oh dear. Is everybody's? I think my brain's still in holiday mode, really. I think he's focused. No, he isn't. Come on, mate. Focus. Let's start again. Let's try that again, shall we? Come on. I think you're still not focusing, are you? God. You can't get the staff round here.
Away, and your feet will become very sore. And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your
serious
door.
wobble there.
It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, but if you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, and the singing is also quite bad.